Hey there YouTube, this is Elite Master and I'm doing a video response to Gun Legacy Extremes. I've got a question number 17. Now in it he has two questions. One, what mobile suit do I think, or do anybody think, that has the ability to defeat the Turn A? That was a hard question considering what the Turn A can do. But I answered the Double O, or Double O Quanta. Mostly because the Double O in Quanta have the ability to spawn like random what's the word I'm looking for? Spam warping all over the place. Can warp anywhere it wants, and then we like, what's up? Smack you with the Riser Sword and you're done. And the second question is, he wants to know what everybody's working on. Some work in progress and stuff like that. Now I'm almost done with this. The only reason it's not finished now is because I need more primer for paints. This ruddy brown primer I only use for red parts. I need a gray primer for the rest of it. But so far I have this. Not really sure what I can call it yet. I don't have a name. But I just need to finish the arm, the rest of the leg, and that'll be pretty much the main body of it. And I am ordering some weapons from the from Kotobukiya's modeling support group from HLJ. Hopefully they'll get here in time. And I made this. It's a weapon. Whoops. I got this as a leftover from the sword, because this is originally the Exia mold, and I took some arms from a GM powered, because I like it. And the entire idea of making this model was to make a mobile suit that would be used in the 00 series as kind of like a mass-produced mobile suit, but used for special missions by Celestial Being. And the reason it's red is because it has a fake drive in it, doesn't have real drive. Painted all the parts red. Backpack, the fake drive, has a red ring, all that goodness. Stuff like that. It's supposed to be like a special ops mobile suit or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I saw the Exia sitting on my shelf. It was dilapidated. It's falling apart. I didn't build it all that well when I first got it, so I've decided to get another Exia, but I want to do something with the old one. So I took it, I snipped off the V-fin, made it small so it's like a crest on its head, not a fin. I took the antenna from the GM, the Power GM that I got the arms from, and I put it on there, made it nice looking. Colored the camera. I snipped off the, what I guess was the cockpit hatch. I don't know. Just so you can get a better view of the red inside. I got rid of those little fins on the shoulder. It's not supposed to be a Gundam, it's just supposed to be like a Mook suit. A mass-produced suit from Celestial Being. Because they really didn't have any. The closest thing they had was, I think, the, what's the name of that suit that paired up with the Arios at the end of the series? Ah, this is gonna kill me now. Top of my head, too. I just had it. But yeah, he can hold his little weapon here that I made for him. It's essentially a beam saber with the part of the GN sword attached to it. And what I did was I also took one of the beams from my Virtue. I shaved down from here down so that it could fit in there. Now he's got a beam coming out of his sword. Whatever. I thought it looked cool. And it can, like, go into the same holsters that his normal sword would go onto. But the weapons that I have coming in are like a Kotobukiya shotgun for 1/44 scale, stuff like that. And the Beast Sword, because I want to give him a Beast Sword, because Beast Sword looks awesome. It's Beast. Ha! See what I did there? But yeah. So, not done yet. When he is done, I'll make a video of him. But I like how he's turning out. This is the first custom I've made where I've done this much to it, and I'm not even done yet. I still have to do a lot more to this guy, like in terms of weapons and stuff. But what happened to the rest of his parts, I'm going to be using on the GM that I had, the Power GM. I'm going to make it this, they already have a GM Striker, so I'm not sure what I'm going to call it. I want it to be a GM that relies completely on melee weapons, with very few very few long range weapons. So here I got what is left of the GN sword from my Exia, and still the other parts to it and everything. I just took them apart, but essentially it's going to be like this, and it's going to be hooked up to one of the Exia's arms that will be on the GM. I'm going to modify the shoulder armor as well to make it look more round, more squarish, and not like that. But I made it shorter, so it's more suited to really close range combat. Almost like a hidden weapon, if you will. It's folded up, it will be hidden like that. I'm gonna take the shield, probably snip this off right here, make it a short shield, more like a buckler than a like a bigger shield. You can just smack people with it. I was planning on taking these two weapons and forming them into a like leaving this one, shaving that off, take the blade off, putting it like that, and making it into like a halberd. I'd really like to see if I can do that well. And then stick this onto a pole weapon of some sort. Take probably a leftover sprue like I did for this thing. Don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. I made this out of spare parts because I was bored. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll probably take like a extra piece from the sprue, a long piece like this, and then mount it on top of that. But yeah, other than that, I do have a few more projects that I'm going to be working on after that's over. And one of them is my 1/44 scale mobile sumo, gold type. I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to do to it what I did with my Johnny Ridden custom that I entered in Timber New Types contest. This with the gloriously golden armor. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with this. Spray the gold parts with Krylon Brilliant Silver, and then take Tamiya Clear Yellow over it to make it a really nice shiny silver. I mean shiny gold, blah. And Tamiya Brilliant Gold, not Brilliant Silver. I don't know what I'm saying. But this is a really nice model kit. For its time, it is really good. It's got some pretty decent articulation. It's really nicely detailed. I like all the parts on it. I'm gonna have to get rid of a lot of these seam lines though when I get around to painting it, which is going to be kind of difficult because this is like a detailed part on the inside of the leg that's kind of shallow, but it's still there. Like this detail there that definitely will like go away if I try to remove the seam line by putting them together and then sanding away. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. This crotch pit, it's going to take some time. I'm going to spray paint that black with a purple cover over the actual cockpit. I'm going to take the inside of this, the shield. I'm going to mask off the top of it pretty much, make it so that only the inside gets sprayed with this ruddy brown color primer. Because in the box art it looks like a brick red that's on the inside of the eye-field thing, I think this is. And then spray over with silver, outline it, and then gold and those little divots, all that goodness. The gun, and even the heat sword that it comes with, even though I'll probably never give him the heat sword. But, you know, if I'm going to paint it, I might as well paint out everything from it. But that's essentially it so far, in terms of what I'll be working on. And for moral support, Carnage over here is meditating for me. So yeah, that's my video response to Gundam Legacy Extremes question number 17. Hope you like it, and I'll be posting a video of this guy as soon as he's done. And there were parts everywhere. Oh well. Time to get back to work.